in reference to the situation, obviously this is very serious, but this is a hostage situation and these people kidnapping me. So, in reference to a lot of people and people blocking me from my career in the entertainment industry is violations of law, and it is violations of the Screen Actors Union, production unions, and the Hollywood Teamsters Union in reference to the studios. Very important in reference to, and Stuntmen Association, and the music industry, the Music Hall of Fame, Film and Television Hall of Fame, and people holding me hostage in Indiana is a crime. And these people blocking me from my career and blocking me from revenues or blocking me from my future. It's very serious. But in reference to the situation of people and their games and abuses, a lot of times I've had to wear disguises for playing a movie role or playing or singing songs to hide from the kidnappers. But obviously, this is one of these situations where the kidnappers have been holding me hostage for over 20 years. So this is very serious. So, in reference to the community of Hollywood A-list celebrities and productions and, the history of media and the news networks, this is a hostage situation, and they know it's a hostage situation, but they're supposed to be doing stories publicly in the media too. And in reference to, and hello, Scottie Pippen, Chicago Bulls basketball team, hello, Celtics, hello, other sports teams, basketball, football, baseball, MLB. You guys need to make videos. Some people say they wanted to mention what athletes I've performed as in sports or baseball and Olympics. I'm not hiding that. If you are a NFL football player and you've seen me play in the NFL, mention it. Go ahead. Or you've seen me play in the NBA, go ahead and mention it. Mention everything. Mention everything. I'm not gay, and I don't do drugs, and everybody knows that. And I know there's athletes that's got stories, that want to tell stories about the history of knowing me in sports, knowing me in the Olympics, knowing me in reference to bodybuilding, knowing me in reference to singing, performing arts. Mention it. Mention everything. But I'm not gay. Everybody knows that, and I don't do drugs. But, people that are sports athletes, go ahead and mention it, man. People need to mention it. I'm going to be performing in sports in the future, too, as a different, I wear a disguise a lot of times. And there's going to be, possibly particular athletic activity where I don't wear a disguise in some things. But, in reference to the NFL, running backs or wide receivers or quarterback history or baseball, football, basketball, hockey, tennis, golf. Mention everything. But just remember, I don't do drugs and I'm not gay. But, people say, oh, they've seen seen him in the nude and it hangs down past his feet, when it's untucked. Or, mention that too if you want to. Mention, I'm not gay and I don't do no drugs. So people can mention just about anything else. All right? Just throw it out there, mention it. People that in sports that know me, mention everything. And in reference to movies and TV shows and directing, mention everything. Girls I've dated in Hollywood, celebrity females that know me. Never done nothing criminal. I don't do drugs, and I'm not gay. So, people can mention all kinds of things. And sports athletes mention things. Oh yeah, we know him. We know this. Yeah, he played this, or he played in college basketball. And people want to know if I played in Indiana University basketball, or if I played UCLA basketball, or track and field, or people mention it. I'm not trying to hide nothing. It's usually me hiding from kidnappers and people trying to injure me. Or people trying to abuse me, So that's why I wore disguises in a lot of media and sports or athletes or athletics. And people want to know what gymnastics history I have. Mention it. Go ahead. There's nothing negative about it. I've never done nothing bad or nothing wrong or anything. So, in reference to sports or singing songs or performing arts or whatever, mention it. Or engineering or inventions I've made and accomplishments, Nobel Peace Prizes. Mention it. Mention everything. Mention who my biological parents are, too. Mention people that are a part of the Hollywood Safety Family Association of my protection in reference to safety families in Hollywood that have been, around a long time, that have known me, that are supposedly like uncles or aunts and association uncles and aunts, But, I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies, and anybody trying, uncles and aunts aren't allowed to steal my revenues or my monies either, So whoever anybody is, nobody's allowed to play tricks financially. Just, they already know that. Right? But anyways, Hollywood attorneys know that information too. So it's kind of a very serious history of things. My parents was wonderful. Everybody knows that. These hateful people that made up slander about my parents, got to get their names on record, whoever they are, and get them in court. But, in reference to, females in sports or females in Hollywood, females in the music industry, rock and roll, R&B, celebrity females, I've never done nothing bad. So, I don't do drugs and I'm not gay. So, people can mention all kinds of things. Mention, silly things if you wanted to, funny things. But, I'm not gay and I don't do drugs. So people can mention most things. And I don't play dirty business either. But, in reference to anybody trying to steal revenues or trying to steal my identity, that's pretty serious. So, in reference to, and I know they've had some people stand in because I was held hostage or they tried to kidnap me or these dirty government people was trying to steal revenues from my accomplishments in the media or entertainment industry. These bad government people or whoever they are that are tied in with these people that got blackballed and they're holding me hostage. The people that are holding me hostage are people that got blackballed from Hollywood too. And they obviously have some criminal connection with somebody in Hollywood that's conspiring with these people in Indiana that are holding me hostage. So, in reference to governors and mayors, if they had me on their payroll, I haven't received nothing. I have not received nothing. Maybe people should ask Walmart to deliver the postal mail. Lots of things of importance